everyone, it's Kayla from GF Life 24/7, and today we're here to talk about the Teal Pumpkin Project. You've probably seen it on CNN or read about it on any food allergy network you follow. So the idea behind the Teal Pumpkin Project is that teal is the color of food allergy awareness, and Halloween's a really hard time for kids with food allergies or even celiac disease because you can't eat all the candy. And especially for kids with contact nut allergies, it can be a really dangerous holiday season. So the idea that Fair had is that you paint a pumpkin teal, and then kids can come to your house and get non-food treats. And non-food treats can be anything. My favorite idea so far that I've heard of are those frozen tattoos, like with Elsa and Anna and Olaf on them, or glow-in-the-dark bracelets, but they have to be cheap. Like, don't spend a ton of money on it. And the reason I like the glow-in-the-dark bracelets is because kids will be able to find you all night long. Now, the Food Allergy Network always has resources, so the first thing they did was make a sign that says, non-food treats available here. But the idea behind the Teal Pumpkin Project isn't to exclude anyone. So you can also have candy and non-food treats at your house. Just try to store them in 2 separate bowls and make sure you ask the trick-or-treaters which candy they want. Then all you have to do is take a piece of tape and stick it on you can stick it on a pumpkin or on the side of your house. Now, Fair also thought that if you have a kid with food allergies, you're probably going to want to tell your neighbors to participate too. So here's a little brochure that says how to participate in the Teal Pumpkin Project. Really simple, great to give to everyone on your neighborhood street. And lastly, if you go to their website, the link's right below, you can also print off this sticker sheet. I also like it, you can turn them into pins, whatever you want to show food allergy awareness. Now, before we get started painting our pumpkin teal, we've got to clean up my work area. So, I have got a tablecloth. Bun da da da. Bippity. Boppity. Boo. Perfect. Alright, so now we're ready to begin decorating our pumpkin. I picked out a white pumpkin because I thought it'd be the easiest one to paint. Now, all you need to paint your pumpkin is 3 things. You need a pumpkin. You need teal paint. I bought 3 little teal paints because they were cheaper than 1 big one. And so, as you can see, bright teal, plump it all in, a paintbrush, and I'll have some water too. So we've got this bright teal color. Now, all that's left is to paint, so let's get started. So the best part about this is you don't need to be very good at art to paint the pumpkin teal. Alright, so that's about it. That's all you need to do to paint your pumpkin teal. It actually took me about 1 can of paint this big to paint the whole pumpkin. So it doesn't cost that much if you can find the tiny paint pan. So yeah, now, I love everything that Fair put together, but here at GF Life, we decided that we wanted to go 1 step further, and so I made a special pumpkin carving that we're going to work on next. All that's left is 1 more dash of magic. Are you ready? Bippity, boppity, boo. Yeah, the teal pumpkin's still a little too wet to do anything with. So, you ready? Bippity, boppity, boo. Ooh! Hey there, Aragog! Alright, so this is actually my first Halloween costume from Harry Potter. It was when I was Hermione Granger in like 3rd or 4th grade. Alright, but now let's get back down to business. So we're working on our Teal Pumpkin project. We've got the teal pumpkin, it's all decked out, we've got our pirate gear, but there's one thing missing. You see, at nighttime, it's hard to see the teal pumpkin, or the sign if you don't have streetlights like me. So I've got this Teal Pumpkin Project design that I sketched, and then I made photocopies of it to put on my pumpkin. So all I gotta do is pin it to my pumpkin, carve it out, and we'll be all set for nighttime. So let's get started. Step number 1, we're going to carve a top out of our pumpkin. You always want to carve inward when making a cover and put a funny notch in it. That way, you'll be able to get your top off later. You don't want it to fall into the hole, that wouldn't be very good. See that funny shape I carved in? It goes like shroop and back up. Hermione can do this with a wand. punky gooiness. Alright, let's take a peek inside. Alright, now it's time to get all that gook out. All the gook. Ready? Didn't work. Alright, so I'm going to use a super goop scoop. Get all the gook out. Alright, you ready? Let's look at all the pumpkin goo. Woo! So step number 2, we're going to take our stencil that I made, and we're going to make holes around the whole thing so that we know where we're carving and where we're not. So I need pins to stick it on, and then I just need to poke the holes. Your hand's going to start to get a little tired. Alright, so once you're done poking holes, it should look like this. So you can see all the orange dots. We're going to take it off. Nice and gooky. I love it because you can see the orange through the back. And now I can see my markings, but might be hard for you to see. And so all that's left is to carve. So I'm simply going to carve out all the parts that should be white. So I'm going to leave this for reference and begin. Kazam! All you need to do is have non-food treats in a separate bowl in your house. Make sure you don't put them together. Print out the sign, paint a pumpkin teal, and if you want, I'll have the link for this right below in my blog, so you can carve out your own pumpkin as well. So that's about it. Go to Fair's website for ideas on non-food treats and to print out everything you need. The link's right there. We'll be back in a moment to see how this looks at night. Yeah!